Welcome again to another 360 Timmy. This week we work on rewiring yourself for the new year and bringing a Firebird back from the brink. More about that later. Now first of all, the start of a new year. Everyone has personal goals. Now mainly it's going to the gym. I feel this every year. I go to the gym all year round and it's mostly deserted for most of it, but January to March, how many people come to the gym and literally give it up? I just find it bonkers. But you may well start the year with a lot of personal goals. You know, maybe you're after a new job, maybe you'll have a new relationship, maybe you're thinking about having kids. And people don't think about rewiring themselves. That's a key thing. Maybe you think, I've been running a long time, I'm like a car with an engine. You see there's a theme here, a car with an engine, and maybe I'm not as finely tuned as I think I need to be. So what do you do about turning things around, maybe taking a look at yourself and thinking, this year I'll try something slightly different and maybe I'll get a better result. Now, one of the people I interviewed last year was Alison Edgar MBE.
Hi guys, sorry, I know you're filming but you can't be on this side of the grass.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're on private side.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's a shame. I've had that happen before.
Oops.
I'll keep this in, I think.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, it's what happens,
real.
isn't it?
Keep it real.
Keep it real. Alison's wrote some great books and is a motivational speaker across the UK and indeed around the world. She's the entrepreneur's godmother, so she advises lots of CEOs of startups and medium-sized companies, larger companies. You've used with mentoring entrepreneurs over the years as well.
Yeah.
What sort of sectors do they work in and what sort of success have they had?
Oh, so much, very different sectors. If we look at somebody like Ben Towers, who's our mutual friend, you know, he started off in the websites. He was developing websites from age 11. So, and then I've got Simon, he's in the flood sector. I've got people who are in manufacturing. You know, I'm not industry specific, and I'm just about to do an event for farmers. So I've done some work in rural economy and farming, because the processes are the same.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing, the process is the same.
Very transferable.
Yeah, completely.
And more recently, you've done, well, you call it a reality TV show, I guess.
Yeah, it is reality bizarre. So it's on Amazon Prime and it's called Ready, Set, Startup, and what it does, it's a cross between Dragon's Den and Apprentice really, and they start with, I think it's 10 entrepreneurs with different businesses, and then you've got an overall winner who wins a £100,000 investment. So I was the mentor on the show for the team, so it was great. I just you know, I think my career's evolved to the TV stuff and the speaking stuff, and I think I've just found what I was born to do. Yeah. I find it quite natural to sort of be on camera. I find it quite natural to stand up in front of a room of 1,000 people. And obviously I want to get better and I want to do, you know, bring my best life in there. But I love it, and I think that's, you know, why do I do it, is making the impact. Yeah. And why do I keep pushing forward? Because again, a lot of people would have stopped, because if people don't know who I am, I can't help them. I mean, the second book is called Smashit, The Art of Getting What You Want. So ultimately,
here we are. Smashit book is absolutely amazing. If you're thinking about how to maybe rewire yourself for the new year, it's a great source. It's uniquely written so that you read it and you take part in exercises and you can kind of check on your progress. So I really encourage you to have a look at that and take some of Alison's techniques. My favourite one is life in colour, how you kind of judge people by how they operate. So maybe you're an extrovert, maybe you're a team player, super keen to get tasks done as quick as possible, maybe you're more slow paced and a bit more reserved, or maybe you're a mixture of the both. So Alison has lots of concepts that she's taken from all kinds of philosophers and ways of working and things she's learned over the years and applied these in this book. My background is project delivery, and what you break down, you've got Alison's big balls, as you call it. I have
Alison Edgar's big balls. They are trademarked, those big balls and everything.
So it starts at ping pong, tennis ball and basketball, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you want to get the basketballs out before they hit you on the head.
You do, and I think it's what's quite interesting with this, because a lot of people will know Stephen Covey's Rocks in the Jar, but it's actually based on the Eisenhower Quadrant, which was created by President Eisenhower. And if we look, it's similar to how you manage your time, but nobody has gone into how disparity of balls between your colleagues or your friends or other people affects communication and affects you getting what you want. So I feel that I took a new contemporary view to that.
You certainly did. She also has a great YouTube site where you can see more of her content.
So this video was prompted by something I saw on social media. Someone said when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. They're not worthy of being loved. They don't look great. And they really felt quite sad about it. And you know what? That's one brave person that posted that on social media. I think lots of people feel that way.
A fantastic watch. Do tune in and check out some of her content.
Makes yourself a bandit. You lucky? Let's get him.
So we were talking earlier about starting the new year, refining your own engine. This leads nicely on to my suggestion for content this week. Now, my friend Chris Smith has taken a bold step. He loves the film Smokey and the Bandit.
Is this the Bandit? This is Mr. B, and I'm gear jamming this rolling refinery. You got another Smokey on the rubber? This is the Bandit, son. Can we slide right into your convoy there? Come ahead on, Bandit. We'll slip you into the rocking chair. Play a little hide and seek.
Now, he's rather new to YouTube, but he's taken on a fantastic project. He's brought over from the States a 1973 Generation 2 Pontiac Firebird.
What's all that?
So here's the fire turkey. Literally fresh off the docks. I've done basically nothing since pulling it off the trailer. There is a chrome bumper, I do have that. Actually, it looks pretty good. I don't know why they didn't leave it on the car. eBay pictures had it bolted up, but they took it off and shoved it inside for reasons, American reasons.
The car is a 1973 Pontiac Firebird. It's the same platform as a Chevrolet Camaro. It's an Esprit, which is a medium trim level marketed for comfort. It has a 5.7 litre V8, which is small, believe it or not, compared with the Transam in 1973, which would have had a 7.4 litre engine and made twice the horsepower. Transam had a factory option of a picture of a massive phoenix on the bonnet, which some people call a fire chicken or a fire turkey, which is what Chris has been calling it. Chris bought the car unseen from a seller in California. He bought it from someone who'd made little progress with it and left it. The license plate has a registration sticker from 2000, so presumably that was the last time it was on the road. The car was advertised on eBay, but Chris couldn't get a bid in, so he contacted the seller, and luckily the guy that had won the bid got cold feet. So Chris put a counter offer in, and before you know it, he was shipping it back to the UK. So 6 to 8 weeks later, Chris was picking up the car with a trailer, because it doesn't run, from the container port, and brought it home to get it back up and running. And you'll see over the short episodes he's got now, he's actually got it ticking over and moving backwards and forwards on the drive.
Car's been running a couple of minutes. I reckon that's 8 cylinders now. That's the first time this car has moved under its own power in quite some time. The engine was lock solid and full of water a couple of weeks ago.
Needs an awful lot of work. It'll be a great project to follow. We'll be catching up with Chris later in the year, but please do have a look at his videos. If you're a petrol head, you'll absolutely love it.
Everything that's plastic is absolutely shagged. That's okay. That's just the washers, windscreen washers. So I can do something about that. We've got a Quadrajet 4-barrel, which is not factory, and some, what's that called? Tonka intake. So someone did something to it one day. There's a new return spring there, which is another reason why I think someone has had a go at it, getting it running. That carb looks quite rusty, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be full of water. I did stick a boroscope down the bores, and they had like white furry stuff in, which I presume is corrosion, aluminium corrosion, or whatever the pistons are made of. Not full of water, so that's a good sign. I'm trying to drop the oil and see what the score is without. If it's full of water, then I may not bother trying to get it running. Inside, nasty door cards, but at least this one is complete. I'm going to recover that. The idea is to make the inside quite nice, recover stuff, and make it go as well.
I've been driving for years, and to be quite honest, I don't really know much about mechanics, but Chris actually knows end to end all kinds of stuff. So you'll see in his episodes all the trials and tribulations of blowing out water and rust, parts that shouldn't be on there, sealing things up, and his woes as he goes through it. So tune into his channel, subscribe and like, and we'll be catching up with Chris later in the year.
Tail lights don't look too bad. The whole car is filthy. So the repair panel in the boot was for that corner down here, which looks like I welded it, or Stevie Wonder maybe.
As ever, if you want to reach out and contact me, please go to 360timmy.com for all my contact details. Any suggestions of content, anyone that wants to be a guest, please do reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and you have a super day.